Yo, how's it going, guys? So, I'm making another YouTube video. This one is going to be the start of my series of videos documenting my journey training for the Manchester Marathon 2025. I am crapping my pants, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I'm 42 years old. If you don't know me, I'm 42 years old and I am a truck driver for a living. So pretty much my life is in this position or I'm laid down in bed. I've very rarely stood up, if I'm honest with you. Also as well, I've only been running for 1 year. Now, I haven't had previous experiences of running throughout my younger life. Never been into running at all, hated it. I was into weights when I was younger, in my 20s and that. I used to do a bit of bodybuilding and that, but never ever was I do cardio. And as a kid, I was a very lazy kid, never did sports, never did anything like that. So when I hit 40, had a bit of a midlife crisis and just decided that I really need to look at my health. And that's what I've been doing. So I've been running for 1 year now. In that year, it was a roller coaster. You know, I'd have a couple of good weeks where I'd be running and it'd be great. I probably was just doing too much, as everybody does when they start out running. You don't really know what your speeds are. You don't know what fast, slow and medium is. And it was like, I'd have a good month, another good month, and then I'd be injured. And then I'd have a good month, another good month, then I'd be injured. And that's pretty much how last year consisted. I'm hoping this year will be different. This year though, I understand running a little bit more, and I also understand what was causing the injuries quite often. Because I'm a truck driver and because I spend the large majority of my time sat down, my hips are an absolute nightmare, and I also have a weak glute. So my left glute is weak. I call it my little glute. So my little glute was causing issues with my right leg. So my left glute was causing issues with my right leg because my right leg was having to work harder to compensate for the lack of power I was getting from my left glute, which was causing shin splints and plantar fasciitis. And honestly, I thought to myself last year, what's the point I'm running? It's not fun. I'm just always in pain. But I've been working on doing like exercises at home, you know, to strengthen up my glutes, strengthen up basically everything from the waist down, really. And it seems to be working. I seem to be getting less niggles now. I'm doing 15K today and I'm not worried. Whereas normally that type of distance would scare me because I think at the end of it, I'm going to be beat up and I'm not going to be able to walk for days. I'll have the DOMS, what's DOMS? Delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS. I'll be in pain that way, but I shouldn't, hopefully, be injured. So I have 2 shoes in my shoe rotation at the moment. One is the Hoka Cielo X1. These are my carbon plated shoes. Do I need carbon plated shoes? Probably not, if I'm honest with you. I got them just because I've got ADHD and I see everybody wearing carbon plated shoes on YouTube, so I needed to have carbon plated shoes. There you go. And then I also have the Hoka Mach X2. These are my favorite. I love these. These are just so comfortable. I could probably use these for every single run. I'm not an athlete, you know what I mean? And I'm not running silly paces. I'm very rarely, you know, I'm struggling to get under 6-minute paces, and that's fast for me. So yeah, these are my favorites. Love these, so comfortable. And I ended up getting the wide fit versions as well, the 2E wide fit versions, and they're just absolutely perfect. So these are my favorites, and I use these probably 90% of the time. Oh, don't tell my wife I just had my trainers on the breakfast bar, please. So I'm following the app called Runner for my training plan for Manchester. If I don't have a plan to follow, I won't go out at all. So I've been following this runner plan. I think I'm actually on week 6 now. I didn't start filming from the very beginning because I didn't honestly think
I was going to film it until a couple of days ago, if I'm honest. So I'll put up on screen my plan and stuff so you can see it. I'll put it in the side somewhere. But yeah, today is just 15k conversational pace, and so that I stick to a conversational pace, and with these two, right said Fred. Look at them calves. Oh. I know, belting. They don't like being on camera, these two, so yeah, we're out of the way. I'm going to stick the camera in the face as much as I can.
Oh, the camera's on.
Quick, perfect posture, boys. Right, so the plan of action for this 15k is
16.
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. We're going to do a little bit more because Johnny can't stand the fact, because Johnny works in miles, I work in kilometres. So if we do 15k, then it's so close to 10 miles that he can taste it. So we're going to do 16.09 so that we can get 10 miles done. Makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going up to 6k now. So we've been running 6k at an average of 6:30 pace, which I still can't believe is now my conversational pace. That's only happened recently because we've been chatting away. To be fair though, I am in zone 4, so I'm chatting, but I'm definitely not in zone 2. So what I'm going to do for the next 5k is I'm going to do my marathon pace. So currently I'm thinking it's going to be about 6 minutes per kilometre, my marathon pace average. So I'm going to run the next 5k at 6 minutes. Oh, there you go, at 6 minutes per kilometre, and see how I get on. Right, 12.3 kilometres in, and we've been mixing it up a bit. So I achieved what I've set out to achieve. I've run 6k at marathon pace. Now we're running faster than marathon pace. I'm currently running at 5:36 average. Yeah, currently running 5:36 average. So this road, I don't know how long this road is. It's about 1 kilometre or 2 long. So we've gone for it on this road, and then at the end of this road we've probably got about another 4k left. So I'm going to use that 4k to drop back down to a conversational, comfortable pace. So probably be about 6:30, something like that. That seems to be the sweet spot at the moment, where I feel like I'm working but I can still talk. So I'm gonna go for that. Right, nearly done. We're just at 16k. So we're just going to do a little bit over 16k so that we can hit 10 miles, and also so that we can compensate for Strava tax, and then I'm done. One thing that I realised mid-run though is I didn't bring any gels with me, and I'm feeling it now. I feel real, like I don't feel energetic at all. I feel drained. So I'm looking forward to it finishing, and I just need to remind myself to bring gels. Like, I can get away with 10k, but anything after that I've got to do gels. Right, 16k done, and back home, showered, in the PJs, and I've realised, like,
that run felt hard near the end. And I realised that not only have I not taken any gels with me whilst I've been running, it's now 20 past 7 at night and I've not eaten all day. I had overnight oats for my breakfast this morning, and then I've not eaten since. So I've just gone out and done 16k. I've just gone out and done 16k, and that's probably why I feel like crap, because I've got no energy at all. But it was still a good run. Enjoyed it. So let's have a quick look at the charts that are on Garmin. So I averaged 6:08 pace, which is awesome. I had a moment where I did 4:28 pace. That's probably where the GPS went a little bit weird, because I doubt I did 4:28 pace. Heart rate, pretty happy with the heart rate, to be honest. Average 166. So my zone 2, it ends at 159, I think. So that's quite good. It was an aerobic run, whatever. And then stamina, the ending potential, still had 46%. I didn't, because I had no energy, but you know, I probably could have carried on if I had the energy. My cadence, that's good. 178 on my cadence. So supposedly the sweet spot is 180, according to all these YouTube videos and stuff. So 178, happy with that. Now my stride length. This is one of the reasons why I'm getting faster and I don't feel like I'm working any harder, is because my cadence is quite high, you know, like there, 178 for me anyway. But also now my stride length is starting to catch up as well. So my stride length is like 0.92. So, you know, eventually my stride length is going to be 1 meter, over 1 meter. And then I'm guessing once that happens, I'll get even faster again. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going all right. My left-right balance, this is the one that always interests me because of my little glute. My left leg is obviously weaker than my right. So you can sort of like see on the balance here, I spend 51.5% of my time on my right and less time on my left. It's not massive, it's not the end of the world, but it is definitely a difference. And then, what have we got? So you can see my heart rate zones here. Didn't touch zone 5, but mostly in zone 4. 51% zone 4, 36% zone 3, and 10% zone 2. Happy with that. So yeah, really happy with that. And then most of the splits there, 623, 629, 638. Then on K7 we got 559, 604, and then we went down to 507, 528. Yeah, nice run that, enjoyed it. Because I'm talking to the camera, the dog move. The dog wouldn't be trying to show me this much attention at all, but for some reason, because the camera's on, he's like hovering around. But yeah, so there you go. Happy with that. Good run. Really enjoyed it. Obviously, note to self, make sure you eat before you go. Completely forgot to eat. And make sure you take gels with you as well. So I've got with me now, this is something I make. It's like a breakfast wrap. So it's egg, cheese and minced beef turned into a bit of a burger, which has been seasoned with a wholemeal wrap. So there's a decent amount of fibre in this. Really good. I think there's something like 50 grams of protein in this as well. So it's a winner. And then for my carbs, to top my carbs back up, I had a can of Iron Brew and I've had a Rice Krispie square thing, those chocolate Rice Krispie squares. Had that. So once I've had this, I should be back to normal and feel good. I'm freezing at the moment. Every time that I run, I just get really cold. So, all good. Alright, so that's my first video for my marathon training. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and hopefully you come back again to watch the next one. See you in a bit.